What's up, everyone? Another way back with more Dyson Sphere Program for you. Episode 146, really deep in this series here. And I zoomed my face cam a little bit because, and I need to move it probably this way because I just felt like it was too zoomed out, and the video is not that big, right? So you got to think, I got to shrink it, and my face needs to be a little bit bigger. So it is. So great. I don't know about that now, actually. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're going to do beer of the day. Well, let's do beer of the day first. Well, beer of the episode. So this is Pina Bomb. This is from Full Circle Brewing, which you can't really see because the light is shining off this thing. Double IPA. It's a hazy. New England, same thing. This is pretty good. It's a 9.2%, which is a lot for a double. Usually doubles are about 8.2, 8, something like that. It doesn't say what hops are in this, which I really like when they call them out because I can usually kind of tell what it's probably going to taste like by the hops. But they also, I think, added some stuff to it. It doesn't say, but it's pretty good. It's a pretty good beer. Full Circle's pretty good. Oh, it says double hazy IPA brewed with pineapple, coconut, and lactose. So it's pretty good. It's not quite. I mean, it's not a milkshake. Normally, you'd consider this kind of a milkshake IPA because it's got lactose in it. It's supposed to be kind of frothy. It's just hazy, though. You can't really see. Milkshakes are usually a little less see-through. They're a little more milky looking. Not all. I don't drink that many milkshake IPAs. They're pretty good, but they're not like to die for, in my opinion. So also remember that this coming weekend and all through the next week and the next weekend, I'm going to be in Hawaii, so there's only going to be one video per day, so don't freak out if that's happening. That's because I pre-recorded those videos, and we're in God mode, which I don't like when we're trying to do this. And that's really all you're going to get because I only have so much time, and so that's it. Foundation. Let's just do this, and we're going to need it over here too. So again, that's what's going to happen with that stuff. Sorry about that. There's really nothing I can do about that, so it is what it is, and just be chill about it, okay? But hopefully it doesn't ruin my numbers too much because I know I'm trying to build this channel up, and that can really affect numbers when you kind of have days with less videos. But I think it'll be fine. It's not that big of a deal. You guys pretty much watch everything I put out, and I really appreciate that. Got some loyal followers. That's always great. Let's go like this with this guy, maybe back this direction, and put him in like that. So I appreciate all that, by the way. Watching all my videos and stuff and being really supportive and everything. Me trying to get this thing going again. I don't really know where this goes. Maybe right there. Okay, that looks good. Just kind of eyeballing this. It's totally fine. I'm not, as you saw in the last video, I don't really worry much anymore about how these mining builds go. As long as everything's connected and has power and stuff, that's all I really care about. So let's use wind turbines because we are trying to get a little bit more power on this system here. I don't think we're going to be able to get enough because we're charging now 2 interstellars, but we'll try, I guess. So that should, it's not connecting everybody. That will. So there we go. I think that powers this guy too. Okay. So that guy's going. Let's get this guy, and then I think we're going to be done. Because that makes, I think, 4 core veins. Or, well, they're not veins, but there, let's do that. 4 coal patches, anyway, and that'll be really beneficial. And actually 2 additional silicon patches, which is really good for us too. So that's gonna be awesome. And then we're gonna go, I think, back. We got to go back to Cabo 1981 and probably put in some silicon. I know we talked about putting in silicon. We'll do that to here, totally fine. Another silicon smelt, so we'll probably go back and do that. Also, we need to check on why we're not getting the power exchangers, because we can't do anything on this planet without power exchangers, so we've got to figure that out. I think we'd figured out, though, that the real reason is we need a factory for power exchangers. We don't, having 4 is just not enough. That is not connected. It's a good thing I saw that. But that's not enough to supply our hubs and do other things like that, so I really need to go to get a power to get a factory set up. And that kind of led us on a wild goose chase. The wild goose chase was figuring out what was going on with all our power and stuff like that. Okay, these are equally not powered, so that's good. This should still pick them up remotely. It's just they can't really do much because it's trying to charge. Let's go look at what's going on with the other guy and see if maybe he's a little more charged than this guy. We also have to take this down, so let's go do that. We never did get that. I don't know why it would... Can I do it from here? No, I can't. So let's just fly over there and pick it up. I mean, it's not... It doesn't have anything in it, so it should be really easy to do. It's also got a bunch of these guys. Let's just do this first. There we go, and then we can just do that. Cool. So that's that guy. Let's look at the other dude we have on here. There he is. That's not the current one we just did, right? Because that one's over here. Looks very similar, but it's not the same. All right, so we need to fly this direction. Then we're going to get off this planet, pretty much. I think 4 is enough for okay, these guys are getting some power at least. I mean, not really. This guy's really having issues. It just sent off. What it did is, let's just max charge this thing. It sent off a ship. We need to get some power here. We got to go back and get power. So, let's go back. Let's go to... The reason we had an issue, I think, is because we were trying to make... We're trying to go to Velvet Sugar Rush and make a hub, and we couldn't do it. So let's just go there anyway right now. Velvet Sugar Rush, I believe, and I didn't open my notes because, you know, I'm an idiot apparently. Okadiddleo, I'm an idiot. Yes, you are. If you know what movie that's from, you're pretty awesome. And it's not that hard to figure out if you know my humor anyway. So let's see. Volk. Good thing we looked at that because we almost went to the wrong system. So Gabe getting some love there, getting a little bit more stuff going on. Really just mining still, but we're probably never going to put any production out here. We already have enough planets. We actually have one extra planet that's not doing anything, which is Volk 4. So if we really have to expand, we can use Volk 4, which would be better for us anyway, because it's closer to everything. It doesn't take so long to move stuff around, so it makes more sense. But let's speed this up. There we go. Heading off to Velvet Sugar Rush. Hopefully that solves our coal issue. We do need to go back and put power on that system. I probably should have put it down that we were mining there. I believe that was Gabe 1. And we're mining coal and silicon. And I don't remember how much the silicon has. But we're about to go back. I know coal has like 24 million or something like that. So we'll go back once we make this factory. But we need to get this factory going right now. We're almost out of science, so when I land, I'm going to queue up some more science before we do anything else, because we will run out of stuff to do. And we already spent way too much time not doing any science. Sorry to keep pausing it. I just ate a little bit of dinner. It's actually not done. It's going to get cold. It's paleo chili, which kind of looks gross, but it's good for you and it tastes good. In my opinion, I put cayenne pepper on it. It's really tasty. It's mostly just, it's pork. It's ground pork, ground beef, and carrots, celery, zucchini, or I mean, not zucchini. Yeah, zucchini. A couple zucchinis. Tomato sauce. Volk 4, there it is. That's the one we don't use. And then sun-dried tomatoes. Really good, I think. I added a couple things to that recipe, but I think it's very tasty. All right, there it is. Let's land. Boom. Let's put a factory here. How's this guy doing? Oh, we're doing fine. Plenty of stuff here. Do we have any of these guys here? We do. Let's steal them. We might need those. Let's go figure out where we can build a factory. Looks like right here. Okay, this is land then. Yeah, this is where the rockets are. So this is the edge of our build. These are the edge of our builds. Do we need any extra stuff before we get going? I don't think so. Looks like we're probably good, at least for one build. We also want to build, what was it? Foundation factory. We probably should do that as well, but let's first build. We want to do foundation like this, and we want to do it like that, and we're going to put me about in the middle here. Let's put me in the God mode. And we're going to build a foundation factory too, because when we put these hubs in, it's a lot for all our factories to keep up with. The original mall just doesn't have the capacity for some of this stuff. That's trying to make 10,000 of them and stuff like that. That's something you need a factory for. It's just no ifs, ands, or buts. Why is this not on the... That is not... That is the equator. So I'm not really sure what these other builds are doing, but let's fix this. This should be here. If we ever actually need to expand that, which I don't think we do, because we aren't making any more Dyson components and stuff, we're going to make sails, so we might have to expand that, but I think we'll be okay. It's kind of bad that we got off of our regular build pattern, though. That's a little, you know, discouraging, I guess. It's a little discouraging because today at work I had a pretty bad error happen, kind of, and I had to kind of fess up about it. Well, we thought it maybe wasn't an error, and then we thought it was, and there's all these problems and stuff. It was just a nightmare. Let's kill this because it might get in the way. Let's move our bot down a little bit. Let's slap in this guy. Get him configured. He should go right there. And then let's get these guys in, these power dudes. Right? Let's get those in. And then also, we'll get that dude configured. Oh, it's right here. It ends right here. We'll get that interstellar configured. Probably should have done that before I started setting these down, but I want the bots to be doing stuff. Then we'll look at this build, figure out what we need to do. Let's configure this guy. So we want... I don't know. What is it? I think it takes 4 things to make these. I think they're pretty large build, I think. Okay. Aluminum alloy, and I'm sorry, titanium alloy, steel, processors, and okay, we got it. So titanium alloy. I don't know if we need 10,000 in titanium alloy, but let's get it anyway. As soon as we find it. Remote demand. First, let's set this whole thing up. Charge this, ships. Let's do the whole 9 yards. We don't need any of these. Maybe we need a couple, and let's get some warpers going so that we can start off right away with a bang here. Let's get warpers. We might need 2 of these guys to get warpers for us. I don't believe we're making any of this other stuff on here, so let's just say that. Let's tell it we want steel. Let's tell it we want... Steel is not giving us anything, probably because... Yeah, there we go. Steel probably is one of our original smelts and probably doesn't have any ships. Let's go look at what else we need. Processors. Ooh, that's going to be a problem. And particle containers, I think is what they're called. So processors, 10 grand, I don't really care. It's fine. And then particle containers. Let's get 10 grand of those too. There we go. Oh, we have no way of shipping these now. Well, let's clear this because we're gonna have to put this as these dudes. We want 2,000 of these. We actually don't need this much. Let's tone this down a little bit. 5,000 should be enough for all this stuff. It's not like the speed of what we're not making a build that supplies another build, so this should be fine. Let's do 2,000 of these guys, because we're not going to really request that many of them usually. So the way we're going to have to do warpers on this is we're going to have to bring them from a belt. Do we have any space? Oh, no, we don't. We have 1 spot. So let's move this guy. He's in the way now. And let's get out of God mode for this. We're just going to bring... We don't normally do this. But let's bring... And this is going to be a lot of warpers, because it's got to go all the way around. Let's bring the warpers like this, and then we can move these if we have to at some other point. Some other time. Can't we... Won't it... Oh, it won't. We have to request the warpers. That's why we have to do it this way. We already told it. Okay, it's already got a little thing right here. Let's just do this with it. We're not going to ever make those guys again, so it doesn't really matter. We're done with Dyson Spheres. So I'm going to put this in the back, because we might have a lot of stuff coming in on this. So let's go like this. Like that. That'll bring in warpers. And then we have an extra spot, because we do need something that sends them back. Did we not get this? We didn't. Alright, that'll get it going. There we go. Okay, now we can start this build. We still don't have any particle containers. I'm not really sure what's going on with those. Let's go look. Maybe we're maxed and we just can't supply any? It's possible. That should be under 3. Let's get my face off the camera. Well, we're producing a lot. It just says we just consumed a lot, so I'm not really sure what we're doing there. Huh, that's strange. Well, not having any makes it tough. We have warpers, so we can go get them too. It's not that. All right, let's set this build up, and then we'll go figure out what's going on there. Let's just set me up over here in God mode. God mode. Okay. All right, so 40, 40, 40, and 8. 15 seconds apiece. So we really can run... Well, we can't. We got to run... We're probably only going to get 2 lines out of this. Maybe 3 max. Which is totally cool. We don't really care. It's not that big a deal. Let's go back into the build mode because we need to do this. It looks like. We need a guy here. Alright, so... The way this is going to work... We only have 11 input outputs. That means we have enough for 4 lines out twice, and then we need 2 lines in. That's going to make this really difficult because we can't go 4 across. So what we're going to have to do, this is going to be kind of interesting. Why don't we do it like this? Why don't we do like this, right? Just straight down with this guy. Straight down with this guy. Do it. No, seriously, do it. It's not doing it. Do it. Do it. Do it. What's that from? That's somebody's impression of something. You'll never guess. I'll never tell. Okay, so we got 3 coming in on this side. An extra one here, because we're going to have a dude now, right? We're going to have one of these dudes. So let me move over here to configure this thing so we don't have to do it twice. Or we don't have to do it anymore. We're going to make these guys. So let's move them back. Alright, so then we're going to do another input, but we're going to do it on this side. And then we're doing an output. Straight into here. So we're going to have to use the back on this other one. Actually, why don't we do it like this? Let's do it. We have the space. Let's do them equal. Let's do this. This is 1. Oops, that's not working. This is 2. Okay. This is 3. 3rd input. This is 4th input. So that means we're going to go... Let's just build the dude. We should have copied him. Oh, well, we didn't. We didn't think that far ahead. All right, there's the guy. Run over here again. I think I'm doing this correct. Where's my guy? There he is. There's the bot. You're going to make power exchangers. That's kind of funny, actually. Don't ask me why. All right, so the last input is here. And then an output here, which is going to go around back and into here. And then we can do the same thing on the other side. That will at least make it the same. That's kind of neat. And we could do more, but the problem really is... Oh, yeah, we better do something. All right, so let's do that. What did we just get? I don't even remember. Cool, it doesn't really matter because we're done. So why don't we get this, since, you know, we should have got that a long time ago. Wow, that's going to go super fast. Let's get mission completed. That's going to complete the game, at least. Well, we probably shouldn't do that. That'll be our last thing that we do. So let's kill that. Let's go back to upgrades and upgrade our mech. Again, no, that's 7. It's just letting us upgrade further. See, that one's 9. Vein utilization, that's not bad, actually. I don't really care. See, the research speed, it's opening it up again. But this is good. Why don't we... Since those are just going to keep stacking, we're just going to do this one. We're going to do mission complete. That will finish the game for us. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go for build speed. Drone engine. No, we want more construction drones. And then we want more drone speed so we can build faster. Then we want vein utilization so we can get more out of our veins and do less mining. And then we want faster ships. We don't need faster research. I don't care about that. It doesn't make us produce science any faster. It just makes us speed through our science. Why do we have a lockup? Why is it locked up? Something's not being produced. Oh. Now it's fine. Okay. Whatever. Okay, so let's get back to this build now that we have that. So that's number 2. We got number 3 coming in right here. And then we got that dude, which we'll just copy him over like this. And then we got one more dude coming out of here, all the way down here, which actually looks pretty neat. Just kind of turns right around. Then we got the return belt going in like that. That's pretty neat. It's not going to get us a lot of these guys, but we don't need a lot of them. We don't need billions of these things. We need, you know, some, or maybe a lot, you know, but not billions. That's not what I want. Let's kill that. I kind of want it like this. We'll do the same thing on this side just to make it the same. And then we're going to do the same on this side. We're going to say input like that, which looks kind of neat. And then our output is going to be on the outside, so we'll do that. Output to here, and output to here. That's really it. So let's get the bots building. Whoa, we moved the mech. Don't do that. Let's get the bots building these things. We might run out of belt, but I don't think so. I'm not sure why it freaked out. I don't know how far down we need to go. Probably, I think it's to here is right. Is what we were doing. About, I think there. Let's do the next one. Can always go back and add. And then another input belt, because this is 4. And then a return belt. Cool. Now let's get this in. Bots way faster, and we're going to have even faster bots pretty soon once we beat the game. You beat the game, you're so good. No, you'll break the game, you're so good. That's a very badly misquoted Grandma's Boy reference. I won't even try to have you guess, because I totally messed it up. All right, let's get these guys down here, and they can work on that as we mess around. Let's get that going. In fact, let's move the mech, because it looks like they're really done. They just need to come down here. They're super fast now, so this is just way faster. They're faster, and we have more of them. There we go. So we'll know pretty much right away if we need this. Need the extra one. I think we nailed it. Nailed it. That's what you call that. That's called nailing it. Oops. Build mode. Build mode. Let's put in the other side here. And we're not going to get that many out of this. This is not that many per second. But it's way faster than our other one. We only had 4, right? 4 is not enough. This is like 40. 44, I think. So we just increased this by 1,100%. I'll take it. We got any of the... Oh, we did get some of those guys. There's not a lot, but we got some. So let's hook all this up. Why don't we say... Since we don't need that many of these, and it's the furthest away, we're going to say these are particle colliders. Then we're going to do just them in a row here. Like that. And we'll be done. Super easy build. We're totally done now. So now we can move on to doing foundation, right? We also need foundation, so let's do that. So let's get down here and do that. We got, I don't know, 7 minutes. We should be able to do it. Let's plumb this, or get this all set up. Let's move the mech to the appropriate spot. And we've done so many of these now, I think is why I always notice, like, are we on the equator, stuff like that. I don't know why I wasn't noticing that before. Maybe because we're on under the gun, or I felt like we were. And so that's kind of slowed me down a little bit. Or, you know, you make mistakes. If you go too fast, one thing I learned... If you go too fast and you rush yourself, you're going to make mistakes. Now, if you're okay with mistakes, some processes don't, you know, make a mistake, nothing happens. Some processes are like that. One of the processes I'm talking about, which maybe won't really resonate with you that well, is IT packet loss, okay? IT packet loss. So packets are, on the internet, are pieces of information that flow to your computer. So how this works, at least when I was in school, 15 years ago, the way it works is you say, I want to see this web page, or I want this file. And so the website sends you a container to say, or a page that says, this is what it should look like. And you say, okay. Your computer says, okay. Then it starts sending you packets to fill that page up, the information, okay? You can miss some of those packets. And what it does is it keeps looking to see, do I have all my packets? And it'll go out and get some more, the ones that it missed. And that's totally fine. So some mistakes are okay. You know, if your system can take the mistake, it's not that big a deal. Some systems are not okay. Like, if we screw up one of these assemblers, nobody cares. Like, I'm not even barely notice, you know, it's not that big of a deal. At my work, if we make a mistake, it can cost us, you know, somebody $300,000-$400,000. So it's kind of a big deal at that point. They're going to want to know, hey, did you make a mistake? Because we want our $300,000, you know. This isn't Better Off Dead where he says, I want my $2. It's, I want my $300,000. Slightly different, you know, but it is what it is at that point. We're going to need more probably power generation on this planet, I bet you. All right, so this build is a lot easier. Let's check it out real quick. It's just stone and steel. That's literally it. So why don't we do we have one of these builds? Let's go see if we can copy something that has a 2-input build. And these are going to be very slow because we just don't have enough guys. We don't have enough. Is this a 2-input build? This is a 3-input build. That's a 3-input build. 3-input build. All these are 3. 2-input build. Here we go. This is not how I want to do it, but this is a... Nah, that's not how I want to do it. That's a 2-input build. The problem with that build is it's not... It's a 6x20. It's not a 5x20, so it's using up too much space. So the way I'm going to do this, let's look at this. It's 1 second for one foundation, and we need 3 brick per second. So we're actually going to need to do this build right here. But we don't need to separate it like that. You can probably use the inside of this. Not really, because we won't have enough space. This is a 6x20 build right here. I don't think I can squeeze this into... Oh, I can do the drop thing where you go in and you drop the line in. Let's do that. That will mostly get me what I want. That's only going to get me 20 assemblers, actually. But it is better than, you know, only doing 2. Because we will need a lot of this stuff. We need a bunch. Just tons. And we need a 5x20 build on this because we might need to duplicate this maybe a couple of times. So why don't we do this? So we're going to do a slightly jank build again. We're going to say we cannot share return belts. And we're going to have a belt that's high drop down in at a certain point. So why don't we do return belts first? See if this build will even fit. It probably won't. Those are return belts. Then we need... So then we're going to go, okay, well, we got return belts. Let's put these guys in, right? We're going to need this guy and then 1, 2, another guy. And then we'll put his return belt out here. This might actually work. This is actually 3, so we can actually probably tighten that up 1. Oh, wait. Well, it fits over here. Let's see if this fits over here. 1, 2, right? 3. I think that fits as well. Let's look. Because that means we can put brick on the outside and we'll be good to go. Because we'll have... Oh, that only feeds 10. 30 per second will only feed 10 machines. That still won't work. Maybe we can't get away with this amount of dudes, because this is only going to do 10 machines. Even with dedicated lines, it does 10 machines. So how many lines we got so far? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 2 more lines that we can do. Two more lines that we can do. So the extra 2 lines can drop in, but see, we have 4 lines of brick, so that's not going to be enough. And this is doing 1 per second out, and we have 20 machines. So if we have 2 people on the same return belt, we can only do 30 machines. We can only do 15 deep. So why don't we do a 3 system? So why don't we start building it like this? Each one of these guys is going to need 4. So the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to put this guy on the outside, and I'm going to move him over like that. because I don't need the space, right? So we're going to do, that's going to be his 3. This is going to be an extra thing of brick. Then we got that guy's return belt, which could actually probably go to the inside. Because, oops, we were using the same, well, see, even that won't work. Because we're going to consume 20 per second off the steel. It needs its own dedicated steel line, too. So I think we had it. I think the way I was going to do it is probably the way we're going to end up doing it. So these are going to route this way. Let's route this guy into here. And then let's route this guy's exports. Or, I'm sorry, import belts, so we can get this kind of going and figure out what we're going to do with this guy. So this guy's return belt is going to come in like that. We're probably going to have some extra space on this build. We probably could move this whole thing over. We're going to have 4 lines, right? So let's go like this, right? Inputs, and then exports, and then at 1, 2, 3, and then imports. No, that's good. That'll work. It just looks weird, but it's actually fine. All right, so these are inputs. Let's get these hooked up. Like that, like this, and then, wow, this is going to be fun, because that's actually a return belt right there. Like this, return belt. Ooh, man, yeah, it doesn't want to do it. Return belt. This is a little bit funky, but not a lot, just a little bit funky. Because we usually do symmetry, and we're not doing that on this one. This is also an input belt. Like that. Let's get this guy set up, because I just noticed we're not doing anything with this guy yet. We need to get this guy set up. So he's going to ask for a bunch of brick. Let's do max charging, max everything. Let's give this guy ships. Let's also give this guy warpers, because we can actually request him over here. Like this. And then we're going to give him a couple of these, because we don't need anything else. Wow, he's not getting any bricks. That's not good. Let's also get, I think it's iron, isn't it? Steel. So let's get steel with this guy. Steel, remote demand. Oops, remote demand. Not kidding. Steel is also probably going to be an issue. We're returning this foundation. We want 10,000, because 10,000 is not even that much. Why don't we put 2 of these? Will it do it twice? Well, we're going to see. Nope. We don't need local. All right. Ships. Oh, I gave it ships. They took off. Because, again, these are really old builds, and stone probably doesn't have, oops, a build. Okay, so let's set this up now and start copying stuff. We're going to make foundation. And then we're just going to do this and copy the build so we don't have to worry about it later. Let's move back and start building all those belts. Let's give the bots something to do. This, we might have enough belts for. We're going to try it. So these are input belts. Well, we only need to go 15, right? No. 20. So let's count. 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 15. 20. Whoa, that's it. 20. Alright, that's 20. So we don't need to go past that. It would be basically pointless. Alright, so let's line that up. Then we'll rip all these other guys out because we don't need them. They're not set up yet. I know I could use the paint one, but I'm not doing it because I didn't want to pull up my belt. We're going to have to go back to the hub in a second, which is so awesome that I can just go right back to the hub and not have to worry about, oh man, I got to go back to Endor now and go get some more belts. I should have done that a long time ago. That was dumb that I didn't. All right, let's keep going. We haven't done a factory build in a while. This is kind of nice. Is that connected? I don't know if it is. Let's go look. It's too dark. Nope. It is connected. Turn belt. Cool. This guy needs a return belt as well. I think it's returning right here. Yep, it sure is. Then we have some more input belts. Oh, wait, we don't want that to go all the way down. We'll fix that in a sec, though. Remember, we have to make our stone guy come in at a certain point. So let me fix that. So what we're going to do is let's put 10 of these guys in, and then I'll tell the stone to switch, and then I'll know where to do it with everyone else. Let's just go to the hub. I already know we're going to run out of stuff. Let's just go get some more. All right. All right, so let's just go get all of these. Okay. We don't need as many miners as we have, but I don't know how to get rid of them, to be honest. Like this? Man, I'm never going to do that again. What a mistake. Okay, let's get... Boxes would be good, actually. Do we have boxes? We do. Let's get a stack. Just in case we want to build up a hub. We've got 20 of these guys, but now we got more, so probably because we have a factory, so now the factory is moving stuff all over the place. Oh, this guy can local demand this too. So that's good. Let's go. We'll do it when we get back. We got to turn the other guy to local supply as well, because he doesn't have to fly around. He can just give them to him. All right, we want more of these guys, right? We want everything you got. And we might need maybe another stack of ones. We don't really need a lot of those. Let's get some more foundation. A whole stack would probably be a good idea. All right, now what do we need? Do we have everything? We probably need... Well, we need these guys for sure. I don't know how we're almost out of those. Maybe we're using them. Suborbitals. How are we doing on those? Could use another stack, I think. Yeah, we only have 10, so that gives us 30. I think we're good. Let's check our power. Oh, our power is really good. We need more logistics ships. All right, that's it. We need more of these guys, all of them. There, now we have everything we need. I'm just looking at the hub, and I'm thinking, yeah, we have everything now. We picked actually a little bit up from everything. Let's go set these power exchangers to local supply as well. I don't think they're on local supply is why we need to do that. So that's our... Nope, that's something else for sure. So let's set this guy up to local supply. Oh, he's on local supply. So there we go. He'll also supply this hub. Oh, that's good. We gotta... let me move over here. We need more particle... containers. So we're gonna have to go to who's doing that for us? Who does our motors and stuff? That's Ingvi. We gotta go back to Ingvi. You haven't had a love in a while, Ingvi. I haven't seen you in a while either. I think a lot of people get busy. A lot of our people get busy. Let's maybe... Well, we don't really need to go down there. All right, let's hook this guy up. Let's plumb him in so that we can get this thing going. So we want fast, slow. And then I think we can just do this with an out like this, because I think it's faster than 1 per second. Right? 1.5 trips per second. Yeah, that'll be fine. So that's good. And then what we're going to do is after 10 of these, let's go down here. We're going to copy this and say, and then after this, oh, we're way over the time. I might split this one up. I don't really want to, though. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then we got to turn it in. So what we got to do is kill... It's an outside. It's okay. We'll make it the outside belt. So what we're going to do is kill this right here. Well, we're going to kill this, at least. And we're going to go like this. Like that. Let's do it one back to make sure that we don't have any weird stuff going on. So let's do the same thing here. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Dang it. I wanted to cut it right there and kill that. So let's paste that back in, but we can just do it like this. Right? Like that should do it. That'll get us the steel we need. Or I mean, bricks. let's do it with this one, but we have to, we're going to cut this right here, but we're not going to do anything with it because we've already placed it. We really just need to draw this one down like this. Why, that's not good. Like that, right? And then go over and go like that. So we don't have to really change anything. So we're way over the time. I'm going to cut this. We're 10 minutes over. I really should just keep going for 20 more minutes and split this, but I'm not going to. It's a little extra. So anyway, let me know what you think on the next episode. Stay frosty.